On the result, how does that feel?
Yeah, absolutely delighted. Worked really hard for it. I think you saw we tried to frustrate the game for Rangers. We knew they were better players than us, and we had a shape and a system to try and frustrate them. I thought first half we could have done a little bit better with the ball, and then second half, as the longer the game was on, a lot of mistakes creep in, and we managed to capitalise on it with a really good goal by Seb. And then at that point, it's just hanging on. So
I said that at 60 minutes that Queens were starting to get. There was a little passage of play, I don't know if you remember, it went down the left and the ball went across the face of goal.
Yeah.
That possibly could have been a goal. And from that moment, Queens got a wee bit more
confidence.
Confidence. Did you sense that?
Yeah, it's always a really hard place to come here, and I think the longer you keep the scoreline, obviously a draw, are very close. It becomes hard for the Rangers players to play, so we knew that. But again, I think it was the game plan to try and do that and come into the game as it went on. But listen, I'm just delighted we got the goal, and then the last sort of little bit at the end, wasn't good. I think my hood was over my face at that point, and then when VAR called it back for the checking on the infringement for Callum, I thought, oh no, not again. With a couple of poor decisions last week, which hence the reason I was in the stand for penalties and sending offs. So for overall, it's just sometimes you have to enjoy these occasions. It doesn't happen very often for Queen's Park, especially where we are and we're growing as a club. But I think just enjoy it and enjoy getting through to the next round.
You have obviously won the Scottish Cup as a manager. Does this, in terms of the result, does this feel almost like a bigger achievement in terms of the historic nature of this result?
I think so. I think with where Queen's Park is and what we had at our disposal. Listen, nothing will compare to winning the two cups in the same season. But results like this go a long way to make you enjoy football and make you want to be in the business. It's tough when you're the other side and I've been there as well. So some people say try not get too high when you have good times, but I disagree with them. I'll just enjoy it because you're quickly there to get criticised pretty soon after that. So I'll just enjoy that. Regarding the last cup, I think it's just for us, it's a championship team. With a very young group of players. I only struggled today. I only had 4 defenders fit. I actually woke up middle of last night with a sore stomach, and actually thought, geez, one of my centre halves has got them. That'll be a nightmare. That was my next thought. So we were pushed to limits in squad. Hopefully we'll have a few back by the next round.
Callum, in terms of the ambitions in the club, we've seen obviously the step into professionalism. They've been stuff done with the stadium. What does a victory like this in the financial perspective? What does that do for the club?
I don't know the answer to that one, if I'm honest with you. For me, it's all about trying to make these young players learn and develop, and it was a great thing for that. I think for the club itself into the professional era, I think it's something we can get better at as well. I think you compete against the top team, and one of the top teams in Scotland here. So it's something we can learn from. As far as the club go, I think it's a great achievement for them. Especially, I think last time they got to the Scottish Cup final was maybe 1900, I think, so or something like that. So I think it's a great achievement for them, and it means a lot to them.
We often talk to teams when they get to the quarterfinals of that big blue, or they get to Hampden. What do they mean to you guys?
Nothing. Nothing to hopefully get away to, that's actually a good question, isn't it? Everyone talks about getting to the semi-final Hampden. I hadn't really thought about that, to be honest with you. We'll maybe play it lesser. How's that?
I know it was a full team performance today, everyone involved, but just a word for Callum Ferrie and his performance. Yeah,
outstanding. He's been like that consistently all the time. He's now the captain, and for me, the performance today was excellent. He had some really good saves, and the one at the end of the penalty. I think it's actually not a bad penalty by James. I think it's right in the corner, but he's fully outstretched and saves it. So, all credit to him, and he gets one just after that as well. And you need that when you play against these teams. You're not going to dominate the game, you're not going to dominate the ball, you're not going to dominate chances, you're going to have to dig in, and as a group, and Callum, they epitomised that today.
Other hero is Seb, Callum. How did that transfer come about as move up here?
Yeah, just because obviously my Millwall, when I was down the road, my assistant manager down in Gary, obviously speak to the boy Kevin Nugent down there, so I always keep in touch. I've seemed to have some decent sort of bargains of Danny McNamara and people like that have come up the roads from there, so that contact and Seb being injured, he's got a lot of ability. He kind of reminds me of Dom Thomas a little bit, how he plays. He's got that wee bit of swagger and he excites you when he gets the ball. So delighted for him. That's 2 he scored now, and I thought he took his goal really well. Cheers, guys. Thank you.